Welcome to A Direction Forward, episode 11. I came across this information that has to do with change and started talking to some of my friends, and we all agreed that it's something I think in order to move a direction forward, you also have to be able to change. And change can come, life is ever changing. Change can come in the form of uh, several things, ups and downs, standing up, meeting new challenges, standing up to challenges. It certainly isn't always easy, but life coaches suggest weathering change is always possible if you keep a few tips in mind. And I think some of the tips in mind to think about is recognize that change is happening. It's common for people to ignore the change happening around them for various reasons. Denying or delaying your reaction, however, can often be more stressful than accepting the change early on. Remind yourself that will be okay and you've endured change before and been fine on the other side. Write down the positive. Not all change is bad, even if it seems so at the time. Think back to times in your life when you feared change, but in the end, what you feared most didn't happen at all. In fact, you thrived. Change can be scary, but it's not always bad. Number 3, when possible, prepare. Sometimes we can see change coming in those cases, such as moving to a new city, retiring from your job, or even taking steps to prepare yourself. Even in the midst of chaos, we can see light at the end of the tunnel. Number 4, quiet your mind. In the midst of a change, we fear our thoughts can be our worst enemy. Oh my goodness. Be conscious of what your mind is telling you. Are your fears rational, or are you possibly only allowing yourself to focus on the worst possible outcome? If calming your mind seems difficult, you can try relaxation techniques such as mindfulness or deep breathing. Number 5, be kind to yourself. In times of change, we can feel a bit out of control. This is normal. Remember to give yourself a break and be kind to yourself. We all struggle at times. No one can operate at 100% all of the time. So forgive yourself for these times. Number 6, talk it out. Finally, if you still find yourself truly struggling with the challenges you are facing, seek help. Knowing yourself well enough to realize you need assistance is a sign of strength. No one goes through life alone. Confiding friends or family can provide you the added support you're needing. So can seeking help through therapy. I looked at these 6 steps, one step at a time, and I thought, oh my goodness, just recently, this last year, I had to go through so many changes, and it was unbelievable. But yet, I was able to persevere and move on. And then I also kind of thought of, changes are kind of like our seasons. Um, you can look at it that way. That you know just like the seasons, changes can bring about all sorts of things, like spring brings warmth, optimism, and excitement. A lot of times you might begin your relationship or marriage in the springtime, and you believe that your spouse can fulfill your dreams and expectations. It's a time of beginnings, spring beginnings. Then you go into summer, and I was brought up in late 60s, so summer is a season of love and fun, and I always looked at it that way. Usually you accompany that by birth of children, and partners can also tend to drift in this season due to lack of intimate communication. It can be from rearing children. It could just be from demands of your work. It could just be like it's just a sunny day and you're just want to go out and just do nothing and don't think about it. When couples make it through this season of marriage, they usually realize once their kids are launched, their focus should have been on growing their relationship. That's very important. That just because you have children, don't deny your partner or your spouse. Make time to, have that, weekly or, whatever you can afford, maybe monthly, date night, so you have something to look forward to it. As partners begin to focus on their marriage, they're able to rekindle the love that brought them together. So you think about the spring when you met and how things were at full bloom, and then now you're in summer and you've got a little bit more going on for you. You've got more responsibilities, but you know, make sure that you communicate and talk to each other. Autumn. Autumn's a season of transition. Couples watch their children get married, and become parents, the autumn of your life. At this point, older couples tend to find joy and happiness through their grandchildren. Additionally, during autumn, couples usually begin to consider how they want their life to proceed. Some may want to retire and enjoy life, while others want to combine work and rest. So, the autumn of your life, you're starting to be back an empty nester or be back together. And it's, something that, you have to kind of think about and focus on. Winter is the final season of marriage, often marked by, I hate to say it, sometimes illnesses and eventually death of a partner. Some couples have to deal with the sudden twists of fate, while others have the blessing to reflect on all the important moments in their life and realize how they've helped each other transform and grow. These couples spend each moment by trying to enjoy the time they have left and work to make each day count. Couples consistently transition from one season to another, and while changes may not present themselves annually, you shouldn't worry if you've been stuck in a season for too long. The thing to remember is the key to a happy marriage is to approach each season with a positive and loving attitude. And I think that's, even if you're not in a marriage, but just in a relationship, I think, your seasons of change, are so important. And it kind of just, goes hand in hand with, dealing with change. And I know change is not easy. Trust me. I went from being in a marriage with a person to finding out, that he had several health issues. And while he had the several health issues, found out that he had been cheating on me our entire marriage. He asked me for a divorce on Christmas Day. Had to go through Hurricane Ian destroying my house. Moving location again from, one state to another, almost cross country by myself. Finding a new place to live, new people, new things to do. And I know I talk about a direction forward and how God wants us to go forward. But there's all those changes also. And somehow I was able to do it. And I look at where I'm at now and I look at the people that I've met and I look at everything that is coming down the pipeline for me, the rest of this year, 2023, and what I have to look forward to in 2024. And I'm going to tell you, it just makes me smile every day. I love where I am. I love, being where, I've got, people that are like-minded around me that I can just go and do anything that that's, possible that I'd like to do. Walking, pottery, swimming, uh, pickleball. I mean, you just name it. And, there's people that are already established doing that. And welcome you and just, have a great time. So to kind of turn it all, into this recording of change. Change isn't easy. And I'm just going to read you a couple of people, what they've said about change. One, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. And that was Maya Angelou. Another one, any change, even a change for the better, is always accompanied by drawbacks and discomforts. And that's from Arnold Bennett. Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. And that's from Jim Rohn. By changing nothing, nothing changes. And that's Tony Robbins. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Socrates. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. George Bernard Shaw. The art of life lies in a constant readjustment to your surroundings. Katsuo Okanua. I'm probably not pronouncing that right at all. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. John C. Maxwell. All things are difficult before they are easy. It's a good one. Thomas Fuller. And the last one. Growth and comfort do not coexist. Jeannie Ramati. So, change. Embrace it. You can do it. I've done it. I've gone forward. I've embraced every new change. And I know, everybody, that you can too. A Direction Forward. If you want to contact me at adirectionforward@yahoo.com. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.